What's going on? Tectonic Edge here, breaking it up a little bit, playing Eldrazi Tron. Not my usual green Tron, but gonna give this deck a try. Played it in paper before, first time playing it online, so we'll see how it goes. I will keep that with that Eldrazi Temple. Opponent goes first, so we'll get to see their first move. Ideally, we'll draw another Eldrazi Temple, get a turn 3 Smasher. Worst case? Ooh. Alright, we'll start off with the traditional Tron start. They're not going to know what we're on just yet. But they're probably assuming, because Eldrazi Tron right now, it is a larger chunk of the meta. Alright, red, blue, so we're either facing a control deck, a storm deck, or the Jeskai through the Breach deck. I've heard that's been getting popular recently. We'll get a better clue here. Or not. Well, we'll run out a Matter Reshaper here. Remand. Alright. That has me leaning towards this being a Through the Breach deck. Let's see. Well, I think we go for it again. They've bought themselves a turn. So, yep. Lightning Bolt. Targeting that. Alright. Hopefully we'll land here. We do not. We have choices next turn. And I think that's our best choice. We could cast a chalice on 0 to try and bluff them into a counter spell. Yeah, we'll go for it. See if the bluff works. I don't know if this is a good bluff or not, but I'm definitely betting they're holding up a counter spell. Snapcaster Mage Remand. Yep. Chalice on 2 seems like it'd be a good number. The bluff was... okay, the Chalice was probably a stupid move. They probably don't play any zeros drops. And I think we're about to get punched in the face for a lot. Okay, well, we'll be trying this again. Here, Cryptic Command, alright. And we'll play a Walking Ballista on 1. Wow, that's highly specific there. Alright, yep. I was not expecting a Spell Snare. We're about to lose 6 permanents, I think. And they get something back. Nice. Cryptic Command back on top of the deck. All this dust is interesting. We're gonna, yeah, we'll name Eldrazi here. Let's go for a red mana. That probably would have been a better move a little earlier. Omen of the Sea. So I think they're just not finding the card that... This could just be a control deck, but I'm really leaning to this being either the Jeskai or just blue-red through the Breach. 2 of these. They are really digging. They have the Cryptic Command back in hand, although it does cost them to bounce. See what we draw. Nice. We'll go ahead and begin combat. Attack. Don't like tapping that, but I don't think I have much choice. We'll play a Karn. This will be the counter spell. Yep. And we'll play a Matter Reshaper that can't be countered. I think we're in decent shape here. I think we're mana short from casting. So let's go ahead and attack. If we had one more mana, we could All Is Dust and hold up Dismember. And I think we're going to go grab a Walking Ballista if this lands. Which it does not. Yep. If he has it, we're dead. I wonder, he may just be missing one thing. If he lets us untap, I'm not sure that's wise on his part. Yep. Because, yeah, he can... I guess it's only a scry 2. Well, we'll go to combat first. We'll go ahead and use that ability to clear out his graveyard. This will force him to use whatever spell before the Mystic Sanctuary comes into the battlefield to try and get it back. And we get to know what he has, because he'll cast it, then we can dismember the Snapcaster So long as it's not Cryptic Command in hand, we're in a good spot here. I think I have him dead. Could just be Izzet Control, honestly. No, Flooded Strand. Yeah. I'm going to have to do some... game 2 or 3 will either tell me, or I'm going to have to do a little bit of research before putting a title on this video. Definitely taking a minute to think through what he's doing here. So he should definitely let that ability resolve first before the Flooded Strand trigger. If he casts anything now, it'll just... Unless he has a counter activated ability, in which case that played into that. He does need a draw effect as well, which honestly he probably has. Looking at his mana, if anything, it's another Omen of the Sea. He's already cracked one. So 4 would be a lot, or it could just be an opt on it, and then yeah, I would let him Cryptic. He's caught up to time on us, so he's definitely we've stumped him for a little bit. He may have a way to maneuver around us. All right. So what does he grab with that? An opt, I think. Oh yeah, a lightning bolt. That's pretty good. There's an opt. So he's gonna hit the Matter Reshaper. By all cards in all graveyards. Targets that. We really don't have an answer for that. Put that on the battlefield. Goodbye graveyard. He has to block with both. And, oh, yep, I just messed up. I didn't realize he does have to block with both because of trample. I had him. I had him and I didn't realize it. Well, we got the chance. Let's chalice for 1. All right, crunch time. See what he got. So yeah, had I dismembered one of those, it still would have been lethal. I wasn't thinking. Unless he had another counterspell, in which case it would have been a little rough. I don't think he's looking for the win at this point. I think he's looking for a way to live. All right. Oh, he does have it. So there's the through the breach. And he's going to scoop up. All right. So either he didn't find the Emrakul, and I wouldn't have given away the information if I were him. We still would have lived, honestly, because he would have dealt 15 damage. We would have lived on 1. Or technically, we could make him deal 1 less. I'm at 4 life for, yeah. I think that may have helped us a little bit too. Or the fact that he had to target. So what do we bring in here? Definitely a heavy wish board. Is spatial contortion worth it? I don't think he has too many creatures we really care about. I don't think we really have too many things that we want to pull out here either. The relics are maybe somewhat good. But we already have some graveyard hate. We'll play it as is. Nope, we're going to mulligan that. No Eldrazi temples, not Tron, so can't keep. Neither can we keep that. 2 lands. If they were 2 Eldrazi temples, we'd consider it. That, I think, is going to be a keep, though, because we're not going to get too much better. What do we want to pitch? The All is Dust doesn't seem that good, and if we're going for this strategy, we'll get rid of the Dismember. So unless we draw 4th land, I am going to go with the Eldrazi Temple into the Expedition map because that gives us at least the chance of the turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. Alright. Run out of Power Plant. We're going to get turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer, and we're going to grab our favorite uncounterable land here. Cavern of Souls. Seems very good in this matchup. Yep. Grabbing Cavern of Souls. Yep. Naming Eldrazi. Blue mana, 2 mana. I like a turn 3 Thought-Knot Seer into a turn 4 Smasher. Through the Breach, remand. We'll take the Emrakul. Is it Emrakul? Yeah, we'll take the Emrakul. That seems good for us. I'm reasoning he has fewer Emrakuls than Through the Breaches, because he has a better way to go. Well, he may have more, actually. He has ways to go fetch Through the Breach. He has one card that we don't know about. The 3 counter spells aren't going to matter. Unless he draws another Emrakul, that's not going to matter. Let's play out another land. He could have drawn a Cryptic Command which for tap team bounce, but we'll be swinging 9 here, so we're in a good spot. Begin combat. Flooded Strand, so we can go get back at any spell he casts. So one of his 2 draws is a land, meaning we only have 1 card, and he's going to scoop up to that. All right, nice. So I do think this one, I think it's the Jeskai build, although I never saw, I only saw Flooded Strand. I never saw a white source hit the battlefield. And Eldrazi Tron is supposed to have, from what I've heard, a good matchup against this deck with Thought-Knot Seer. One misplay on my part was trying to bait him with the Chalice on 0. A Chalice on 1 probably would have served me better, but he would have probably countered that. And we did manage to get there with Thought-Knot Seer, and I'm at damage. Or not Thought-Knot Seer. Thought-Knot Seer this game. Reality Smasher last game. It's pretty aggro getting that 5/5 out. I did think he was, if he had the Emrakul in turn 1 or game 1, he would have put it out in the field. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'd love some feedback, because it has been a while since I've messed around with Eldrazi Tron. I'll be back to mono green here in a bit. I'll probably start I'm going to try and cycle through more Tron builds now. So I'm adding Eldrazi Tron. I've got I've heard people talking about green black. So I may test that back out again. I'll get green white running at some time. But I think in terms of the way I've been doing it is, and I know a lot of people are jumping out here because I'm rambling, but if you're interested, keep listening. I do typically mono green Tron during the week, and if I'm trying to do, or if I'm doing something special, I'm trying to upload those on the weekends. So if I go for something spicy, I may stick with that. I may break it up. But Eldrazi Tron, I think it'll get in a week rotation, so I'll mix it in with my mono green videos. Let me know again what you think. If you got any comments on the game, or if you want to see more of this, let me know. Thank you for watching. This has been Tectonic Edge, signing out.